With the release of Baby Driver this weekend, I thought, why not come back and revisit Edgar Wright's filmography? You know, he's directed some movies. You'd think he would have directed more, but each of his movies are classics, originals to me, and this was actually really hard to rank which ones I like and which viewing order I wanted to put them in, because this is going to be a ranking video of all of Edgar Wright's films, including Baby Driver. Let's get into it. Coming all the way down at the bottom is going to be The World's End. I do really enjoy The World's End. I get some really good laughs out of it. I love all the chemistry between all the friends that come back to do this pub challenge, and adding in the robots and the aliens, and some of the action scenes in here, especially the ones in the bar scenes, are pretty spectacular and badass, and that's what gave me a lot of hope when Edgar Wright was going to do Ant-Man, but then that didn't pan out. But he did come out and do Baby Driver, which we'll get to in a second. Overall, The World's End is still a fun, enjoyable time. Just some things in there, it wasn't the funniest out of all of his movies. It wasn't the most stylish out of all of them. For it to end the Coronado trilogy, I just felt like it didn't go off on a total blast that I wanted it to be. But I mean, it's hard because Edgar Wright's made such great films. I do like The World's End, but it's not his best. Man, doing this, it kind of hurts my heart, but coming down at number 4 is going to be Scott Pilgrim. I adore Scott Pilgrim so much. So much. First time I saw it, I was a little iffy on it because I was a big fan of the comic books, and everything about Scott Pilgrim was I'm a big fan of Scott Pilgrim, so I was really hoping for a lot. I love the action scenes in here. They're so stylized. They're so badass. Michael Cera is perfect as Scott Pilgrim. It has a lot of nerdy aspects to it, and it's not a film for everyone. Like, I wish it would have made a lot more money because I think Scott Pilgrim does deserve that. It's really funny. It's really unique. It's one of the most unique films obviously out there, and even in Edgar Wright's filmography, I think it's his weirdest and most nerdiest one out of all of them. But for me, Scott Pilgrim overall, for me, ranking it could change any other day. It could be number 1 for all I know by the end of the week. But I love this film a lot. But for me, I had to place it at 4 because I love the other ones above this. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Hot Fuzz. I love Hot Fuzz. I saw Hot Fuzz actually the first time after The World's End, which is weird. I watched Shaun of the Dead as a kid. I used to always watch that film. Then I watched The World's End, then I went back and watched Hot Fuzz because I think I saw Hot Fuzz when I was younger, but I never actually appreciated it. But I really love Hot Fuzz. The action's badass in here. The story, and Simon Pegg is so damn good in it. So is Nick Frost. I love the mystery element of the film, and a lot of the comedic elements are so damn well. It's one of the best edited films in Edgar Wright's filmography, and I just adore Hot Fuzz to death. I even have a statue of Simon Pegg's character, which is somewhere in my room, but I don't know exactly where, and I couldn't really fit it in the space, but I do like Hot Fuzz. It's one of his best films in his filmography. Coming in at number 2 is going to be Baby Driver. This was really hard placing it 1 or 2, but I adore Baby Driver. I've seen it 3 times now, and Baby Driver just gets better and better and better every time I've seen it. So, but for all I know, in the next coming months, it might even scoot its way up to number 1. But I think Edgar Wright did such a fantastic job with Baby Driver. Ansel Elgort is fucking amazing in it. Jamie Foxx is fantastic in there. Kevin Spacey steals a lot of the scenes in there. Jon Hamm's fantastic. Everyone in here is awesome. I love the romance element to it. The action scenes are badass. The car chases are, wow, just so stylized and edited together with the music. The music is perfected, and it's like they totally knew what songs they were taking, and when they put it in there, it's just so edited perfectly with the gunshots, the action going on. I appreciate this film so much. It's the best edited film, in my opinion, with Edgar Wright. It's the best stylized film he's made, best action-packed. It's one of my favorite films from him. But of course, number 1 has to be something else. You guys don't know what that number 1 is? It's Shaun of the Dead. I put Shaun of the Dead at number 1 for a lot of reasons. 1, it's the first film I ever saw of Edgar Wright's, and it's one of my favorites. I watch this film at least once a month. It's so funny, it's so unique, and it's such a great concept, just of how it's a parody film in a sense of Dawn of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead is such a fun film. If you've never seen that movie and you're like, I'm surprised, it's worth watching. A lot of people have seen scenes of it, and it's such a unique film, it's such a fun film, that I think Edgar Wright really blew it out of the park his first time making this directorial effort, and I really love Shaun of the Dead. It's my favorite of the whole Coronado trilogy. It's my favorite of Edgar Wright's, but like I said, this could change in the coming months. Maybe Baby Driver moves it up, maybe Scott Pilgrim moves up, but really I enjoy all of Edgar Wright's films, and Shaun of the Dead is the one that steals the first place spot. What did you guys think of this list? Comment down below and let me know what you guys would have changed. I get it. People are probably going to give me shit, but understand this is my opinions and my thoughts of it, and it could always switch around because I think Edgar Wright's one of the most talented filmmakers in Hollywood, and I can't wait to see what he brings next after Baby Driver. Baby Driver is spectacular. I have my review of that also on my channel, and I hope you guys check that review out as well. But like I said, comment down below and let me know what your guys' ranking list would be. If you guys haven't seen Baby Driver, just put the other 4 in there, but if you have, include that as well. I'm really curious to hear what you see. I know some people actually didn't think Baby Driver was his best, which I was kind of surprised, but I understand. A lot of people have their own opinions, and that's fine with me. With all that said, if you guys like this and you want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe. You'll get notified when I do make more videos, and I have a lot more videos planned. I did see Spider-Man Homecoming early, and you can check that also out on my channel, and I'll be getting a spoilers review and a ranking video of all the Spider-Man films next week. Can't wait to talk about that, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your guys' weekend.